What is up, YouTube? It's Kingfisher745, and this is going to be a Domino preview video. I was able to level her to 9, and I figured it'd be a good idea to show her in PvP and talk a little bit about the character and her skill set. And I wanted to do this before she officially comes out next week. That way you can make a decision on whether or not to buy her. Now, first off, Domino has a pretty nice set of passive abilities. The second one is Something About Us. I roll 20s. The attacks of Domino and her allies are more likely to be critical hits. Now that's pretty self-explanatory, but her first passive is called Get Lucky. And this one's a little bit tricky. Domino has a chance to manipulate probability, dodging attacks, countering, following up attacks, ignoring enemy defense, or avoiding debuffs. And she has a chance to make her level 2 hold up a quick action. Now I must say she does proc this passive quite a bit. You'll see Get Lucky pop up from time to time throughout the battle. But the problem is it's totally random and you have no idea when it'll happen. Now when it does happen, it's a great thing, but it kind of makes her a wild card and tricky to evaluate. Many of the top tier PvP heroes, you know exactly what you're going to get with them. And that's what makes them so great in PvP, especially on defense. If a character is just straightforward and does a ton of damage, or is easy to use, you know that the AI can get away with using them, and it's a lot easier to use them on offense as well. So that's kind of my first issue with her, even though there's a ton of abilities that rely on procs, or proc rates. But for evaluation purposes, it does make it difficult to rate her. She is a blaster, and she can do quite a bit of damage, especially with her level 1 Spinal Scratch. But the rest of her abilities are all AoE attacks, which is both a gift and a curse. Since she is a blaster, and there most likely will be a tactician on many enemy teams, she's going to give them tactical maneuvers. It's almost unavoidable. You're going to want to use Hold Up, especially when it's a quick action, and especially around the world, which I do love her level 6, because it does have pressure points, and gives rising up to your entire team. So what I find myself doing is using that level 6, even though I'm going to give a tactician an extra turn. And same thing with the other moves, but it does end up being worth it most of the time, but I could see where it could really cost you, especially against a team with Magneto. So those are just a few critiques that I do have, and I thought I should share with you about this character. Is she an absolute must-buy? Definitely not. But she's not bad, like I said, and she can do tons of damage, especially to a bruiser. Her AoE attacks are nice, but they are a double-edged sword because of tacticians. And most important reasons for getting her are probably the fact that she is a blaster, so she will help out your attack bonus, and she's probably going to be used as a deploy in an upcoming Spec Ops. For me, I definitely will buy her on my other account. I don't think I'm going to use her a lot in PvP, but for one, I do like having all the characters, and two, she will help out my attack bonus. Now as far as this current battle, that Protective Shroud was such a pain to go up against. I don't have the scroll on this account or anything like that, and I don't know if I'll ever be able to get it. But I guess that's something I should work on in the future. But for now, the only weapons I have were either free, as far as PvP rewards, or I got them from lockboxes. I really was hoping to end it with Domino, but we didn't get a hit. That Protective Shroud lasts so long and for so many hits. But I will do one more battle, and I'll go ahead and commentate over it. In this one we're facing 2 bruisers, and that's going to be a pretty big problem for us, especially with a Scrapper Quicksilver. Hercules is especially difficult to take out at lower levels, so I really hate seeing him. But I figure I'll concentrate on their agent, who does have a scroll, and then we'll see what happens from there. Maybe Domino will play a bigger part in this battle. My agent is a protector. He has the upgradable mace, so he doesn't have the final version, I think the one before it. And that was from the Thanos and Black Bolt Spec Ops. But at least he will start counterattacking as soon as I can use quick reflexes. Now with Domino, I'm going to use Around the World, and that'll place a number of debuffs, and it buffs our team. She does give herself strengthened and focus, so that should help out quite a bit. Well, never mind, here comes a scroll, so all that's wiped away already. And now their agent is going to use the target painter, which I don't see too often. So that was the Damocles target painter. With my agent, I will use quick reflexes, and then I'll start out by using the reboot. So that's a quick action, and I don't know who I should hit. Probably, let's hit Colossus. And I should have probably hit their agent, but that's okay. And then I'm going to use the magnetic field generator. That's because they already used their Scroll of Angelob. You can of course get the magnetic field generator from Chapter 4, Mission 4. And as soon as I unlocked it, that was one of the first weapons I went for. Or gadgets. But we did get hit with a column down, so that stuns 2 of our teammates. And Quicksilver's the only one that really gets his extra turn. But that's better than being stunned and then missing your regular turn as well. So we'll definitely take that. And then it also of course absorbed damage. Now with Quicksilver's other attacks, we're going to go ahead and focus on Hercules. He already has 1 enraged, so we might as well give him 2, and then just focus him down. So I'm working on building up attacker buffs as well as quickness stacks. So 1 more blinding punches and then we'll see what Colossus does. At least he tends to miss quite a bit, but he can be quite difficult to damage. Hercules on the other hand is scary all around. Alright, so hopefully Colossus doesn't kill our agent, and we get to counterattack. So he hit us with Steel Fists, it does quite a bit of damage, but we do get a brawl. And now it's finally time for Domino's turn. So let's go ahead and take a look at hitting Hercules, and we'll use her level 1. I probably should have tried using maybe her level 9, but I'll be honest, the marble counter kind of scares us, and Colossus is going to protect us anyways, but that's fine. Yeah, that marble counter really makes this a scary situation for AoE attacks. So I'm going to go ahead and use the Mystic on Colossus. Then I'm hoping on Hercules' turn he uses Gift of Battle. I really believed at this point that he would use Gift of Battle, so I think our agent should live for another turn. And then Colossus will most likely kill him, but that's fine, at least he'll protect 1 more time. And there goes the Gift of Battle. So now Quicksilver can try to finish Colossus. And he takes him to 2 HP, that's terrible. And I got kind of frustrated after that, so I should have used Tag Team, but we just go ahead and hit him with blinding punches. And you do see Get Lucky proc on Domino. It gives her stamina points back, and it probably would have done a follow-up. I noticed that it does tend to proc whenever a character's already dead. So I use Around the World, and I'm fully aware that I'm going to get hit with a counterattack. And it's going to be the range counter Rock of Ages. So yeah, Domino's probably dead because Hercules is just insane. And I don't even have him on this account. But at least my agent got strengthened, so we will use quick reflexes, and then the reboot, followed by the Mystic. And I'm thinking that I may be able to finish Hercules. It looks like it's going to be really close here. So there we go, he has 416 HP, and he's going to hit my agent. So that's the end of him, but at least Quicksilver will win it for us. And that's going to be the end of the video. I hope I helped a little bit regarding buying Domino. But don't worry, I will release another video, probably on Monday or Tuesday just before she comes out. And I'll try to take an even more in-depth look at her and her abilities. So that's going to be it for this one, and I thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and until next time, good luck, and take care.